I really like Jake a lot, but once he's in that ring, he has to fight like his life is dependent on it, because it will be.
When in your career are you going to actually fight a contender in your weight class and not do gimmick fights?
I mean, the skill level alone, now of course, there is a size difference, a height difference and all that, but he's just gonna struggle so much landing a shot. It's just gonna look bad.
In a surprising moment, boxing legend Mike Tyson made an unexpected appearance at the Jake Paul vs. Gervonta Davis press conference. Tyson shocked everyone with a fiery warning to the YouTuber turned boxer, telling Jake Paul to fight like your life depends on it. He made it clear that facing a ruthless fighter like Davis is no joke.
If you saw Jake Paul's fat body videos, and if you think he's taking his training seriously for you.
Listen, I think he's taking it very, very seriously, because his health depends on it. Yeah, he's not. He's nobody I'm looking at. I'm not looking past him. I'm taking him lightly at all.
The Jake Paul vs. Gervonta Tank Davis fight has become more than just a spectacle. It's officially classified as an exhibition match due to the large difference in weight and size between the two fighters. The Florida Athletic Commission refused to sanction it as a professional fight under the agreed rules. They will fight 10 rounds of 3 minutes each, wearing 12-ounce gloves, and knockouts will count. The fight will be scored by 2 human judges and 1 AI judge, a new feature meant to ensure more objectivity.
The Jake Paul versus Tank fight is getting really weird.
Gervonta looks scared for his life because the rules are out. They're crazy.
Oh, so everyone thought that the fight was at 190. Instead, it's at 195, and this weight difference is scaring the life out of little Tank.
Over 10 3-minute rounds.
The next dispute comes with the gloves. Little Tank is used to fighting in 8-ounce gloves. Baby glove. This fight will be in 12. Hands might be too small. Oh, so Tank just fought in a 12 3-minute round fight against Roach. Yes, and now he's fighting in 10 3-minute rounds, which isn't too bad. Well done, Jake. Exhibition, though. Can he win? Yes, he can actually win. It will be overlooked by 3 sanctioned judges.
So he can actually still win and knock him out.
But here's the trick. It's body punches only.
And there's a reason. That's because Tank said, look, this is a bit unfair. I don't want to punch up. I want to punch at my head height. Where does it fall?
At Jake Paul's belly.
Oof.
So apparently we've heard there's no knockdown rules, but aside from that, it's a pretty well-rounded fight. Oh, yeah, and there's some drug testing involved.
But Jake Paul for the win.
Reports suggest that Davis has gained significant weight during training and now weighs around 160 pounds, even though he has never fought above the 135-pound lightweight limit. This increase brings him closer to the agreed catch weight for his exhibition bout with Jake Paul. The added mass could boost his power and ability to take punches, making him a more dangerous and unpredictable opponent.
Yeah. Gervonta Tank Davis, is my prediction that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to weigh in on the night of the fight against Jake Paul, knocking on 160 pounds. Don't be surprised if he's 157 pounds, something like that. You guys see this footage? Look at Tank. Now, if you know what you're looking at, the guy must be around 150 right now, 153, something like that. And you can really tell when he's sideways. When you look at him sideways and see the depth. See, from the front view, you can't really tell. But when he turns sideways, the guy is a wrecking ball. He's literally a baby rhino out there. And I think that is the idea for him to bulk up and be a little powerhouse out there. And I'm all for it. I'm going to tell you in this video why I think that's the best thing for Tank and why I think he will be knocking on 160 pounds.
Boxing analyst Teddy Atlas believes Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the most complete fighters in the sport today. He praises Davis not just for his knockout power, but also for his counterpunching skills, ability to set traps, distance control, and mental toughness. Atlas says Davis is patient, strategic, and always thinking ahead, not just relying on brute strength. In his opinion, these traits give Davis a real chance to beat Jake Paul, whose boxing skills are improving but not yet at an elite technical level.
The only other time he was in for the fans to get mad with that was against Fury's Tommy Fury, but it wasn't that level, obviously, and all the size things you just rightfully pointed out. but he would have been in there with, I mean, it seemed crazy. You're going to go in there with a guy who was a two-time heavyweight champ and a gold medalist? Wow, wow, wow. Even though the guy's, at a twilight part of his career, still.
And you've given a lot of credit and props to Jake Paul on this show of helping get more eyeballs to the sport, but the way he takes it serious and goes about his approach and his work to this craft, that he does take it seriously. With that being said, when he announces Tank Davis, I'm getting tired of these gimmick fights and him loading the deck up. Whether it was Chavez Jr. or an old Mike Tyson, or we could go on and on with some of the UFC guys and the great Anderson Silva at 46 years of age. Tank Davis, great fighter, current fighter, world champion. We know how good he is. Been a top 10 pound for pound guy for you for the last few years now. But he's 5'5" and 135 pounds. This sounds like it would be a 195-pound fight, an exhibition. Wouldn't count on their records. Not a whole lot of other details other than it will be in November, and it sounds like in Atlanta. But I've said enough. I just want to hear your take. What do you make of this news, Jake Paul and Tank Davis?
But, and I'm smiling a little bit. But back in the day, I love the 1800s, 1700s, my friend out there, 1700s, whatever. But I love the old-time fighters. They were catchweights. And there was guys like Sam Langford. I know Sam Langford shouldn't even be comparing him with this because...
Despite Davis's superior skill and his new, bulked-up physique, former super middleweight champion Carl Froch warned that Jake Paul's size and unorthodox power could still pose a serious threat. Froch believes Davis is not used to being hit by someone that big and powerful. Many in the boxing world share these concerns, viewing the fight less as a fair contest and more as a spectacle that raises questions about legitimacy and safety.
Just here at Los Naranjos in Viva, España, and I found out that Gervonta Davis is now fighting Jake Paul. So Jake Paul was supposed to be fighting AJ. Eddie Hearn announced 99% done, which we've just spoke about. What next for AJ? Potentially Jake Paul. But it now looks like that Jake Paul is fighting one of Anthony Joshua's legs. He's fighting Gervonta Davis, somebody who's a quarter of his size. I don't even know what's going on. Has Eddie Hearn been played? Let me know what you think. But the AJ fight with Jake Paul's finished. Gervonta Davis, fake Paul, November. I don't know what's going on in the world of boxing. This is an absolute joke. What next for AJ? We'll get into this, and there's so many questions I want to get into in the next episode, but I hope you enjoyed this one. And yeah, I just thought I'd give you a quick update because the news has just come in, and I'm just trying to relax and play a bit of golf, and I can't. I've got to get it off my chest. I'm going to add it to this video. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit like, share, and subscribe to the best channel in the business, Froch on Fighting, and we'll see you very soon.
Carl Froch has issued another strong warning about the safety risks of the upcoming Paul versus Davis exhibition, pointing out an estimated 65-pound weight difference between the fighters.
My name was mentioned at his press conference and he shit himself, and the fight was just absolutely fucking diabolical. Again, I've said before, he's not a professional boxer. He never will be. And he proves time and time again that he's not a professional fighter. So, Jake Paul, go on, piss off.
I mean, I don't really take Jake Paul that serious. He can't really box. He can have a little fight, he can have a swing. He swings away, he stands up straight and he throws punches, but it's not professional boxing. Because when I watch him box, he's just so much wrong. It's just, everything's wrong. It's so bad. He's got leaky defence. He telegraphs his punches. Like, you put him in with someone his own size, it was a professional, and it's a mismatch. And you'll see that if he ends up fighting somebody. Tommy Fury, bless him, he's a pro boxer, but he's inexperienced. He's got no amateur pedigree. He's a raw novice, or maybe just above the raw novice. I was saying earlier, where would I put him in terms of levels? He'd do well to win a British title. He's at that sort of level. And then from British title to world level, it's like different worlds. It's like totally different. It's like a different sport.
After Jake Paul's convincing win over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., analysts have started to ask whether he's ready to face top 15 or top 20 fighters. While Emiliano Vargas believes Paul may deserve those matchups, others remain cautious. Promoter Eddie Hearn has said that although Paul is improving and could soon earn a WBC ranking, there are still many experienced fighters who deserve higher positions. This debate highlights the tension between Paul's rising fame, the question of whether his opponents have truly tested his elite-level readiness.
Shots at the end. Any of them hurt you? I just think Chavez didn't get started. That's the only thing. I mean, you can't win. I want to be world champion. Zerto looks slow as shit tonight. You can't win if you don't throw, you know? So it was kind of like the Ryan Garcia Rollies thing. You know, Rollies didn't, I mean, Ryan really didn't get started, so, you know.
What do you think about how Jake looked and then fought?
Hey, you know what? You're very tough. If he sucked ass, he sucked ass, but he actually looks pretty good. There's people who walk into the gym, you can tell right away if they can box or not. So he can box, he's selling out, you know, obviously this arena, and the only thing I can do is take a page out of his book and, you know, put it towards my showmanship, so.
Do you think he's ready for someone like top 15, top 20?
I mean, look, you know, he knows who to fight. Obviously, he's, you know, growing in his career. If he really wants to make a career, I wish him nothing but the best. But I just think that, you know, it's going to be a little longer until then.
Thank you, Emmy. Appreciate it. Oh, give us an update about you. You got a date coming up.
July 26th, Madison Square Garden. I'm ripped up. I'm ready to go. Ran with Manny Pacquiao yesterday, and you know, 15-0 on the way. Let's go, baby.
Thank you, Emmy. Appreciate it, man.
My brother, appreciate it.
Many veteran boxers and purists have criticized the idea of giving Jake Paul a WBC ranking, saying it disrespects the sport. Veteran heavyweight Derek Chisora has been especially outspoken, arguing that real boxers earn their rankings through years of hard work, credible wins, and dedication. He believes giving Paul a ranking just because of his fame or promotional value is unfair to fighters who have sacrificed everything for their careers.
The WBC have said they're going to give a cruiserweight ranking to the winner of this fight. Do you think they deserve one?
No, I don't think so. I don't know why. It's hard enough for real athletes, for real boxers, to get those rankings, and then suddenly this Solomon Sousa decides to give double ranking because he's getting some greens in his, you know, in his back pocket. No, that is disgrace to boxing.
Sports commentator Stephen A. Smith pointed out the huge difference in size and experience between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Jake usually weighs over 200 pounds, while Davis is a lightweight champion, a massive gap that fans and critics can't ignore. Smith questioned whether promoting such mismatched, high-profile events helps or hurts boxing, warning that they could turn the sport into entertainment rather than true competition.
I can't buy the hype at this particular moment in time. Now, I'll give Jake Paul credit for this. At least he's in the ring with a boxer. But 57 years old is 57 years old. And 57 years old and formally walking into a UFC fight as an audience member, as a patron with a cane, it's hard to me believe a year later that you're going to be in any condition to really, really fight. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. And if you're Jake Paul, here's what I want to say to you. It's Mike Tyson, that's fine. It's a money fight, I get you, and you want to make money. But at some point in time, if you keep telling us that you're taking boxing seriously and you want to be recognized as a big-time boxer / fighter, you're going to have to fight somebody closer to your age, who is a contender at the very least in the sport and who lives with it every single day. Could you please get in the ring with somebody? Pretty please with sugar on top. I'm interested.
Smith also commented on the controversial majority draw between Davis and Lamont Roach in March. He defended Davis's record, saying the criticism was unfair. According to Smith, Davis showed real championship composure and confidence by immediately agreeing to a rematch, proving he is eager to reaffirm his dominance at the highest level.
Gervonta Davis might be every bit as box office as Maverick himself. As exciting, as electric, because this dude performs every time out, y'all. Wherever Davis goes, wherever he fights, fans justifiably follow. He's that special. And Davis is without a doubt one of the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters in the world right now. Don't you even doubt it.